Ladies and gentle people, welcome to FormulaOCE T3 introductions. Yay! Last night we did the draft. So as I am the T3 mod and the T3 commentator, I thought I'll introduce everybody to the grid of T3. So yeah, it's going to be exciting season ahead. Looking forward to it, and yeah, it's as I said, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be interesting. So yeah, and we're going to start off here with the Mercedes team of Cubistic Funky and Citrus. So, yeah, don't know about Citrus, but Cubistic Funky I know a little bit. He raced last season for a little bit, and yeah, it showed a little bit of good pace, but obviously not quick enough for Tier 2, but he's in Tier 3, so I'm looking forward to see how he goes throughout the season. And yeah, Citrus, I honestly I don't know. Could be a dark horse maybe in the championship. Honestly I don't know. But yeah, just as I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, just keep an eye out on Mercedes in Tier 3. They'll be the ones to watch, I think. As we go on to Red Bull. Red Bull is Bremer and Robert Fury Racer. So Bremer got to work on his consistency. I think he is quick, but he's got to work on his race pace. Or not his race pace. He's more of race awareness. I think he tries to make moves that aren't really there. He spins more often than not. So if he can get that under control, I think he could be a potential championship contender. I will say that much. Robert, he's American. Raced against him a couple of times last season. Can be a bit hit and miss. On his day, he can be good, but all in all, I think Red Bull could be up there, but honestly I don't know. I really don't know with Red Bull. If they can get their consistency down and score big points in every race, I think they could be a constructor challenger for actually for this season, not for next season. Yeah, so just keep an eye on Red Bull as well. They could be ones to watch as well, with great interest, as we've hit double figure viewers already. So thank you everybody for a T3 introductions video. So yeah, we'll look forward to McLaren. McLaren are Fanatical and Dr. JDM. Now, apparently these two are good mates in real life, so that chemistry is already there. So McLaren could be one of the favourites. Not exactly sure, but we're just going to have to wait and see. But Fanatical, I believe they Tier 3 did an off-stream race. I think Fanatical won by seconds, so who knows if that's going to be the story of the season. Dr. JDM, he can be quick on his day. I raced against him, I think, once or twice last season. In the trial race, he was He's a bit further back, but we'll see how he goes in the championship. Constructors, honestly, I don't know where McLaren could sit. As the fact that these two guys are mates in real life, I guess they could be up there as well. They could be a top 3 contender. I don't know where to put McLaren. I'm sure all the team principals are going to be going off their head saying, "Oh, our team's going to be number 1," but I'm just a commentator. This is just me being the commentator. Nothing to do with the tier mod or me being the wins principal. This is me being a commentator for the season. This is all that it is. So with McLaren, I think they can be up there. They gotta. We'll have to see how they go through the first part of the season. We'll do something mid season. I don't know. We could look back on this and say I was completely wrong, or I should just get in the bin. But yeah, we'll wait and see how McLaren go mid season. The Aston Martin. Aston Martin is Watto and stroke race. So Watto, I commentated him in the Tier 3 trial race. It was a bit interesting, a bit controversial. Can be quick. I believe he is quick. But yeah, it's just got to work on his overtaking skills. If he can get that down pat, I think he could be a dark horse in this championship. And stroke race, I think this is the perfect tier for him. Build up his confidence, build up his speed, his pace. Look, I'm actually looking forward to see how stroke race goes. Yeah, just looking forward how to see stroke race goes. All in all, I think he'll improve throughout the season. And yeah, just really looking forward to see how he goes. This team constructors, I think top 5. I don't think top 3, but I think top 5 is probably where they're going to end up being. As I said, we'll probably do something mid-season, probably around Hungary, Belgium area if we get a week off there. But yeah, I think top 5 maybe for the Astons. We'll see how they go. We'll see how they go. Alright, so we move on to Alpine. Alpine are being driven by Alpine Sparky and the Mini Flinny. So not sure about the Mini Flinny. I haven't raced against him, so I don't know what his pace is like. But Sparky, I did race against him. He can be pretty. He's actually a decent driver, Sparky. If he can score top 10s pretty much every race, I think Alpine will be fine. Now, in the constructors, honestly, I don't know. I don't think they're top 5, so they're in that 6 to 10 bracket. If they can be the 6th best team, I think that'll be a successful season for Alpine. I mean, if they can beat an Aston, I don't think they can beat McLaren. Red Bull, I think Red Bull might have the edge on them. Mercedes, I think we might see an Alpine Mercedes battle all season long. I do think. So, as I said, I could be completely wrong and Alpine just dominate the whole thing. But yeah, you just gotta juggle. They gotta beat the other teams first before they can look up. I think they can beat a few teams. As I said, I think they could be the sixth best team on the grid, but time will tell if I'm right or not. Alright, so that's Alpine done. Let's have a look at Ferrari. The Tifosi going off their head. And Ferrari are being driven by War Machine and Mrs. Daci. Ladies and gentle people, Mrs. Daci has been picked by Ferrari. Her teammate will be War Machine. Looking forward to see how Ferrari goes this season. I can't really comment too much on Ferrari because I haven't seen both of them drive, but I think they will improve all season. I really, really do believe that. I think Ferrari will get better as this season goes on. I think they're in that 6 to 10 bracket as well. But if I think Ferrari, if they can finish, what's a good season for Ferrari? I think they're in that 6 to 10 bracket with Alpine and a few other cars. If they can be like P8, P7, so they'll beat 2 or 3 other teams, I think that'll be a successful season for Ferrari. I think they could be late points getters, so like 8th, 9th, and 10th. If they can score consistent points, I think Ferrari will do well in the constructors. Drivers, honestly, I don't know. Could be that 15 to 20 mark. Yes, we do have a full grid, ladies and gentlemen, so that is fantastic news. But I think they're in that 15 to 20 bracket. If one of them can be in that 10 to 14 or 11 to 14, I should say, I think that'll be a good season for them. Ferrari is now done. AlphaTauri here, ladies and gentlemen. They are driven by Sultana and Tomahawk. So Tomahawk is in the AlphaTauri, but he hasn't got his Xbox yet. So hopefully he can get that sorted quickly. I don't think he's racing this week. He might race next week, but we shall see. But Sultana is racing, so at least AlphaTauri will have a car on the grid. Honestly, I don't know much about Sultana. I don't know what to say about AlphaTauri because I don't know either of them. I haven't raced against either of them. Yeah, I think AlphaTauri could be in that 6 to 10 bracket in the constructors. I mean, that could be a easy top 5, but I'm just gonna put him in that 6 to 10 bracket because I don't know either of these drivers. So I'm looking forward to see how they go throughout the season. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how AlphaTauri goes. I think they're in that battle with Alpine for that 6th spot. So maybe even Mercedes as well. So yeah, it's interesting. It's going to be an interesting season. There's no doubt about it. There's some drivers I do know, some drivers I don't know. It's a very mixed up grid. So I'm looking forward to it. Really am to commentate this season. So yeah, AlphaTauri 6 to 10 bracket into the constructors. Drivers, honestly, I don't know. Yeah, we'll move on into the next team, and that is Alfa Romeo. Alfa Romeo are being driven by Rapid Bajala, and I believe it is Blaze Envy. So I know Bajala, pretty decent-ish driver. So I'm looking forward to see how he goes. He could be tier 2 pace, but unfortunately can't race in Tier 2. But we'll see how Pajala goes. Going to be interesting to see how Alfa Romeo the whole team goes, because I know one driver and I don't know the other. So I'm looking forward to it. Constructors, I think they could be top 5 purely on Pajala's performance, but I'm just spitballing here. It's before the season starts. I don't know what Blaze's pace is like. So yeah, it could flip. Blaze could be quicker than Pajala. I don't know, but these are just introductions. My thoughts on where they might finish as a commentator. So yeah, I think they could be top 5. I don't think they can challenge, but I think they can be top 5. Yeah, I think top 5 for Alfa Romeo. But maybe 4th or 5th in that battle with Mercedes, Alpine, the Astons. So yeah, I think this season is probably going to be a very, very close season. One mistake could probably cost big points. But that's it for Alfa Romeo drivers. I forgot about drivers. Pajala, I think he could be top 10, top 5. I think top 5 is probably the goal for him. Yeah, I think Pajala top 5. Blaze, honestly, I don't know. In the bottom half, say that 11 to 20 bracket, honestly, I don't know. So that is it, Alfa Romeo. We'll go on to Haas, the second last constructor on the team. They have been driven by Winter and Yes Penguin. So Winter, I did commentate the Tier 3 trial race. He did race in that, I think. He did. I know I've commentated Winter before. I think it might have been one of the trial races. Shows some glimpses of pace, but mistakes again costing him. He needs to stay out of trouble. And yeah, I think he could be very, very annoying to probably the quicker drivers if he holds people up. We'll start off at Bahrain, and then we go to Spain and Monaco, Baku, a couple places where it's hard to overtake unless you force a move at a ridiculous spot, especially at Monaco. So if he gets ahead, I think he'll cause a massive train. Yes, Penguin, don't know too much. Really don't know. Could be anything. Yeah, not much else to say about Penguin. Just yeah. So that's Haas done, and we go to Williams, the final car on the grid. Looking forward to seeing how Williams go, not just as a team principal, but I am looking forward to see how Williams improves throughout the season as a commentator. They are being driven by Mad Dog and Rango Killer 80. So I haven't seen Mad Dog race yet, but I think he will improve throughout the season. He'll just get better and better and better. Rango, I think I did commentate one of the tier. I commentated all 3 tier trials. But I think I did see him race in one of the trials. I can't remember which one. Was decent. Had some pace. If Rango Killer can score points every now and then, I think that'll be good for Williams. I think they're in that 6 to 10 bracket, maybe 8th to 10th in there. If they can score points throughout the season. I don't expect Williams to score points at every race, but if they do, great. If they don't, then I'm sure they'll be fine. Just to get that experience in them, learn their racecraft, know when to make a move, when not make the move. Just be patient. And I think Williams might have a good season. Yeah, so I think the eighth to 10th mark is probably Williams' goal. If they can beat others, awesome. But yeah, I think 8th to 10th is probably where Williams is at. So that is it, ladies and gentlemen, for the driver introductions. My thoughts on all the teams as the commentator for Tier 3. So there's no bias here. Just my thoughts of where teams are going to be, where I think that they will finish. So yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in. We had 10 people. We had 10 people watching at one point for an introduction stream / video. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. And tune in to tomorrow night at 7 p.m. We're off to round 1 at Bahrain. It's going to be fantastic. Until then, it is goodbye, and we'll see you all at Bahrain. See ya!